The bulldozers arrived at 7:12 on a Tuesday morning. By 7:30, half the practice nets were gone. By 8 o'clock, the equipment shed had been crushed. And standing beside the construction crew with a satisfied smile was HOA President Karen Whitmore. She thought she had won. She thought she had finally gotten rid of the cricket academy she hated. What she didn't know was that the land beneath those bulldozers had belonged to my family for over 80 years. And what happened next would become the biggest scandal our town had ever seen. My name is Ryan Patel. I'm 34 years old. 5 years ago, I left a successful corporate job and opened a youth cricket academy in our community. Cricket wasn't just a sport to me. It was my passion. Every weekend, dozens of children came to practice. Many dreamed of representing America one day. Parents loved it. Teachers supported it. Local businesses sponsored it. Everyone loved the academy. Everyone except Karen. Chapter 2, Karen's Campaign. Karen hated cricket. She called it a strange foreign game. She constantly complained about children practicing. She hated seeing families gather every weekend. For 2 years she filed complaint after complaint. Noise complaints. Parking complaints. Safety complaints. Every single complaint failed. Because we followed every law. Every permit. Every regulation. But Karen never stopped. One HOA meeting became particularly ugly. She stood up and pointed directly at me. That academy doesn't belong in this neighborhood. The room went silent. Then retired police captain Mike Dawson stood up. My grandson trains there. A veteran named Charles stood up. My 2 boys train there. Then another resident stood up. And another. And another. Karen realized she had lost the room. But instead of giving up, she became more determined. Chapter 3, The Bulldozers. 3 months later I received a call. Ryan, get here now. It was our groundskeeper. His voice sounded terrified. I rushed toward the academy. When I arrived, my heart nearly stopped. Bulldozers were destroying the practice area. Workers were tearing down fencing. Equipment was scattered everywhere. Children cried. Parents screamed. And Karen stood there smiling. I jumped from my truck. What are you doing? Karen calmly folded her arms. Removing unauthorized structures. Ist daher. Who authorized this? The HOA. I immediately knew she was lying. The HOA had no authority over academy property. None. Not even a little. But Karen was too confident to realize her mistake. Chapter 4, The Secret She Didn't Know. My grandfather purchased that property in 1947. Long before the neighborhood existed. Long before the HOA existed. Long before Karen was even born. The academy sat on private commercial land. The HOA had absolutely zero jurisdiction. When I informed Karen of this fact, she laughed. Actually laughed. Good luck proving it. Those words would haunt her. Because proving it turned out to be very easy. Within 1 hour our attorney arrived. Within 2 hours city officials arrived. Within 3 hours construction work stopped. And within 4 hours Karen was being questioned by investigators. The smile disappeared from her face. For the first time. She looked nervous. Chapter 5. The video goes viral. A teenager named Ethan had recorded everything. Every second. Every order Karen gave. Every lie. Every threat. That video exploded online. Hundreds of thousands of views appeared within days. News stations picked it up. Sports websites covered it. Cricket organizations shared it. Parents demanded answers. Sponsors demanded answers. The story spread across the state. Karen became famous. But not in the way she wanted. Chapter 6. The Town Fights Back. The academy had trained hundreds of children. Many families considered it part of the community. When people learned what happened, support poured in. Donations arrived. Volunteers arrived. Businesses offered help. Construction companies offered equipment. Former students returned from college. Even rival sports clubs showed support. One Saturday morning over 300 people showed up. Some brought tools. Some brought food. Some simply wanted to help. The rebuilding began. Karen watched from across the street. Nobody spoke to her. Nobody supported her. Nobody defended her. She stood completely alone. Chapter 7. The Investigation. Investigators uncovered shocking facts. Karen had forged documents. She had falsely claimed HOA authority. She had misled contractors. She had ignored multiple warnings. The evidence was overwhelming. The legal consequences were severe. The contractors were cleared. The HOA distanced itself from Karen. And Karen resigned before formal removal proceedings began. Her reputation was destroyed. All because she couldn't tolerate children playing cricket. Chapter 8. The Grand Reopening. 6 months later, the new academy opened. It was twice as large. Twice as modern. Twice as beautiful. Professional turf. New training nets. LED lighting. A digital scoreboard. The opening ceremony attracted thousands. Local officials attended. Former professional cricketers attended. News crews attended. Children filled every field. As I stood on stage looking across the crowd, I remembered the day Karen thought she had destroyed everything. Instead, she had accidentally made us stronger. The academy was bigger than ever. The community was stronger than ever. And cricket in our town had never been more popular. When the first ball was bowled that afternoon, the crowd erupted in applause. I looked around and smiled. Because Karen had tried to end our dream. But she had only helped it grow.